Oh, hello. It is Soos again, and we are back for one more James Bond video. We uh,
Yeah.
we have one more James Bond video that features the Daniel Craig movies as we prepare to go forward and to finish, at long last, season 1 of Soos films, so that we can begin season 2 of Soos films. And there is look at this Pepper.
Meow.
Oh, Pepper. Pepper may be gonna get more involved when we get to season 2 of Soos films, but he never got to watch these Bond films with us, so he has no rating on these ones. But he'll be in the group with the new ratings, new movies. So, so first, it'd been a long time. They decided after Pierce Brosnan what they were going to do was they were going to reboot James Bond movies. They had come into possession of Casino Royale, the book, finally, which was not owned by Eon for many years. And they decided that, that's our big chance. We're going to start over. We're going to start over with Casino the Royale, and we're going to get a new actor, and we're going to act like he's starting his career. He's the new James Bond, really, literally, and everything else. And so Casino Royale came out in 2005, and it's a big hit. It's a big Ford. It's a big, super duper hit. And what? Oh,
I'm doing parkour.
what?
Yay!
Snowy, what?
I'm doing parkour. What? What do you want to do, boy?
Yes, there is. Oh, Snowy, don't. Ow. Snowy, stop it. Snowy, what are you doing?
I'm doing parkour.
Oh,
And I'm beating
no,
you.
you gotta stop with the parkour right now. We can't do parkour in the house, no.
Yeah, I think you're pretty sweet. I will do it.
Oh, yes, you rode the free spin at Six Flags.
Yeah. Show
Great.
my cape.
Yes, wait, yes.
Meow.
Snowy, show your cape.
Meow.
The Joker supervillain in training, because she rode the Joker free spin roller coaster at the Six Flags Great America in Illinois, didn't you, Snowy? Yes.
Yeah, I also wrote Batman the Ryan in the Justice League with the
Oh, yes,
Joker animal.
yes. Well, okay, but we could do a video, but we should have done a video about that last year, huh? But now we are doing a video about Daniel Craig. Oh, look, the spirit guy. Hello, spirit guy.
Meow.
Meow. Cats go meow and dogs go roof roof. So, okay. Yes. Oh, look, it is the collectible pin that Grandpa got when he saw Casino Royale opening weekend.
Also, I have a poster in my room.
Yes, we got the collectible poster too.
Yeah.
Yes, Grandpa got those when he went to see the movie. And oh, look, it is the Blu-ray of Casino Royale. It's Blu-ray Essentials, early Blu-ray from the early days.
I don't know why it's essential though.
I don't know, but that the slipcase is essential, I guess, is all it is. But yes, someday we have high hopes that someday we will see the extended version of Casino Royale released in the United States.
You could buy it on Blu-ray in the Europes.
And so that we can get the extra sequences from the bathroom fight at the beginning, particularly. That is very of great interest to Grandpa. And yes, so we like Casino Royale. It's
hey,
a bit.
You forgot about something. You can just buy it from Europe. You can.
Well, you know what? I think
technology.
I think the only place you can buy it for is Australia. I think only in Region 4 is it actually out, or whatever region that is, and I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is.
I think it's a region-free Blu-ray. Isn't Blu-ray region-free?
No, it just has slightly different regions. And it does not have trouble with PAL or NTSC conversions like DVD and videotape did. Oh, Grandpa, you are kicking knowledge. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But so Casino Royale was a big hit. It was a huge hit, but it's a long movie. It's a kind of torturously long movie.
With unnecessary long gambling scenes.
The longest and least exciting poker game in human history.
No, the least exciting scene in James Bond history.
What, the poker game itself?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not very exciting, and it's kind of dull gambling, and it's. I mean, since when does James Bond play poker? He's supposed to be playing baccarat or something like that. But I get what do you do? But it was a big hit, and it definitely got the series back on with all the kids. It wiped away all the sins of the past or something.
Die another day in world running out.
Something like that. So what were the ratings on this one with the rating
Um,
sheet there, Spirit Guy?
You gave it a 6.
Oh.
I gave it a 4.
Oh.
Soos gave it a 5.
Oh.
Somebody gave it a 2, and Wagner gave it a 10.
Oh, Wagner liked it the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, it's just that it I think it doesn't. It's kind of not wearing so well for me and for Grandpa. I think I'd like to see it recut 5 minutes shorter when more Madge Mickelson somehow. Oh, look, now it is 2008, and it is the kind of the most bleak of the Daniel.
And the Hannibal Lecter animatronic from Gemmy's in stores this year.
Oh, well, that's an interesting bit of trivia. But Quantum of Solace is the movie we're talking about. Quantum of Solace is the movie we're talking about. And this movie is the shortest Bond film in the series history, partly because they never really had a script. This movie is very much a victim of the writer's strike from 2008, and they went to making this movie without a finished script, and it shows at the end of the day. It's a bit of a jumble. It's a bit of a mess. It's got sequences that aren't so great, and then this is compounded by the fact that Mark Forster doesn't know how to direct an action sequence. It's just get him to save himself. He couldn't direct an action sequence of someone getting out of escaping from a bag. I don't think.
I could.
Sure. Well, yes, maybe you could, but this is the Quantum of Solace Blu-ray. Like most movies, like most Bond movies, it was relatively well received, and then has been considered. You can. And there's video games of Quantum of Solace that are actually pretty good too. Yeah, we like the Quantum of Solace video game, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
What are the ratings for a guy on Quantum of Solace for us?
You gave it a 4. I gave it a 5. Soos gave it a 3. Snowy gave it a 2, and Wagner gave it a 10 for some reason.
Wagner, you like Quantum of Solace so much, or you like the sequence where the hotel blows up?
Yaka yaka.
It does get nice and violent at the end there for a bit. I do like the finale of Quantum of Solace. It's a little bit different. Yes. Daniel Craig's still working at it, and it's a direct follow-up to Casino Royale. It picks up literally 5 minutes after he shoots Mr. White in the leg at the end of the first movie. So, there you go. Oh, look, there's a cameo by Lego James Bond. Oh. Or is that a Lego Mission Impossible guy? No, it's Lego James Bond. Oh,
wait, trivia, that suit is from the Abraham Lincoln Lego figure from the Lego movie series. In fact, when it first came out. And Legoland still have that exhibit from the first movie, which I have pictures of developed. I'll show them someday.
Okay.
It is trivia.
It is trivia.
It's more trivia than what you said. Hannibal Lecter came out in 2008. That's more Halloween trivia, I guess. Technically.
Oh, look, it is Skyfall. Adele's big single is here. Oh, and you know what? You know what these movies don't have, Colin?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they don't have?
Soos.
No, take another guess. You know what they don't have? Any of these movies?
Good writing.
No, but that you could argue that maybe, but I'll tell you, I'm trying to get.
They don't have satellites.
That's right. Good guessing. Skyfall is another movie with no satellites.
I don't think Spectre has one either.
No, there are no satellites. Even Spectre could have had satellites. It teetered on the edge of having satellites. And they use satellite technology, but a satellite is not part of the MacGuffin at all. Skyfall is okay. There's a lot of hype on Skyfall. It's the big 50th anniversary Bond movie. It's 2013.
Mm-hmm. Like the 40th anniversary Halloween it was better than Skyfall, though. It was definitely better.
Well,
than
Skyfall doesn't have very much action. That's one of the things about Skyfall that's kind of weird.
And Halloween 2018 was awesome.
There are things about Skyfall that are good and entertaining. I mean, I still like the direction the series is going. I like Ray Fiennes coming on as the new M. When we lose the old M in this, spoilers, I guess, something like that.
I mean, he's the same guy who played the Red Dragon doing Red Dragon.
He is, yes. Oh, that's good. Oh, good connecting, Colin. There are a lot of other movies
and
that Ray.
Didn't he play Voldemort, I think?
Yes, good. You are doing good. Yes, that is Ray Fiennes. Yes, and he is Voldemort, and he is in Red Dragon,
And also, yes, we did move some stuff over there.
As the what is his name? The Buffalo Killer or whatever?
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. That's right. Good.
Wait, no, that's Silence of the Lambs.
Oh no! What's the guy in Red Dragon called? And he just called the Dragon. He called himself something like that. Did he call himself Red Dragon? Well, anyway, that's a different movie. Anyway, we're talking about Skyfall. We gotta stay on point here. Skyfall is good though, and we always like. Oh, what is his name? What is his name? Now it is gone. Oh no. Oh, Javier Bardem. That is what I'm trying to say. And he's pretty good. And you know, and I can always get behind a solid movie. I think it's overrated. Now, what were the ratings here, Spirit Guy, real quick, on Skyfall?
You gave it a 5. They gave it a 5. Soos gave it a 5. Sony and Wagner gave it 1s.
Oh, kind of low. Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I guess all that amazing cinematography too is kind of lost on the kids here. But I don't know. I guess people don't love Skyfall as much as other things. I wonder what they're going to say about the last one. Oh, the last one, which is Spectre.
That's the first one I saw in the theater.
Yes, it is the first one that Spirit Guy saw in the theater. I'm sure it won't be the last one. Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, maybe sometime they'll do some re-releases too. If we ever see a chance to go to some back titles in the theater, we'll do that. They like to do re-releases of fancy ones on at anniversaries. Spectre's, a lot of people say bad things about Spectre. We love Spectre though.
If Batman gets a re-release this year, I'm going twice.
Oh, that's what we talked about. Maybe that could have 30 numbers. But here, let's finish Spectre. Daniel Craig, he's solid in this. This is a Bond movie as opposed to a lot of other Daniel Craig movies. This movie is actually a traditional Bond movie with the actual traditional structure and a lot more action than a lot of them. The pre-title sequence in Mexico City is really big, isn't it, Soos? Yes, we really like that. The song, meh.
It got an Oscar.
So did the song get an Oscar?
Mm-hmm.
I really am mystified about that. What are the ratings from the board from the kids?
You gave it a 6. You gave it a 5. I gave it a 6. Soos gave it a 5. Snowy gave it a 5. Martin gave it a 1.
But still, I feel like that's a better score than since Casino Royale for the series.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was better. I liked it. I still like it better. I would rather watch this than any of the other Craig films right now, I think. I mean, if we were going to say, oh, we got to watch a Craig film, I'd say, well, then let's watch Spectre, I guess, is probably what I'd say. I don't know. I feel like the Bond series is sort of sitting in second place to, after the awesome power of Mission Impossible Fallout this last year. I feel like the Bond series needs to come up with a big one, something big. They're going to need something. And there is a Bond film coming for next year, for 2020, directed by Corey Fukunaga.
Same thing with the bad Ghostbusters.
And who knows? But I do think that they have to finish this Craig series strong.
Yeah.
They have to finish it strong, and they have to finish it with a big movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this will be Daniel Craig's last movie coming up. We'll see, but I think it's pretty clear.
He'd rather slash his wrist than do another one.
Oh, he says that every movie, and he still does another one. It's called a paycheck, and he likes it to get a big one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's our Bond story. And I mean, these last couple sections have not had such as great movies as the early days, but Bond is trying to change with the times, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And here's hoping that they can find the formula to keep going, that Tom Cruise flying helicopters won't be too much to overwhelm them going forward. And so there it is. It's the Bond series on Soos Films. We're going to be doing our next video to launch season 2 is going to be my best to worst MCU. Worst to best MCU, because we watched them all, and so we got Endgame coming out just this next week here in modern times, and so we want to get that out and be part of the big hype. So we'll be seeing you bouncing on the bounce. Here's Soos signing out for Spirit Guy, bouncing on the bounce. Say goodnight, sweet Spirit Guy. Look at me.
What?
Look at me.
Big Chungus. That's